Live and direct. Hear this now, people. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? What's going on, old Sobek Scooter? How are you, brother Scott? Matisfaction, Jason Browno. How is y'all's Thursday night going? We are going to try to avoid any drama like we had the other night. Speaking of drama, what's up, Pete? He was a referee. Jason Brown, another referee. we had a bunch of referees and other such going on. Good to see you guys too. Well, see the words you're typing. I can't actually see you. EDC Oz, what's happening, man? Yeah. Well, there was everybody kind of played dual, triple, quadruple roles. But dude was I reported him and hit him from the channel. So I mean, I guess he can still listen to his little heart's content, but he's gonna have trouble commenting unless he. I don't know if it does it by IP address or email address or what, but he'll have to change some things in order to for his comments to show up again. Yes, that is very good. God Almighty, damn EDCR is starting early. Um, a little bang on the Three Rivers mug. I don't. I guess technically have to give this away if it breaks because oh, that's crap. It doesn't even ring. I forgot to put it in the video, but I haven't uploaded, so uh, I'm gonna just have to throw it in there. What's everybody up to tonight? What's up, Quentin? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Jared White, Patina Machina. Can y'all, in fact, get some satisfaction? It's funny watching the chat on StreamYard because it doesn't actually the emojis don't actually show up. It just you have to whenever you load them up, you have to name them or whatever. So it's like, for example, it says Subic Scooter, Quentin Steely, uh, Satisfaction, Elroy, Jerry, Mikey Steely, Widespread, Mofo, Panic, Bear 3, Bear 2, Bear. Yeah, man, we got the emojis finally. It took me for daggum ever because you gotta like make sure they're in the right aspect ratio, make sure they're the right size. And I changed the channel badge to different color bears instead of the little skull dude that I had originally set them at. Have you guys gotten anything new this week? Shot epistle. I think my screw washers are pushing the blade to one side, and the blade rests on the backspacer. Whoa, that sounds pretty bad. No, Peter, you weren't. You were. I didn't make a promise of girls. That I didn't say any girls would be here. I just was saying. Matter of fact, I was actually singing the Motley Crue song, and it just kind of typed it and spelled it wrong. Is what happened. But that sounds really screwy. Matisfaction. Pushing the blade to one side, and the blade rests on the backspacer. Uh, yeah, that's rough. And so you, Scott, you got a bare knuckle that you are not happy with at all? Well, Jeremy, just a little party after the party that we're going to call the after party. And Peter's whining because there's no girls. Newest would be the mini sheepdog, but I did get a tracking number from someone. Said it was a gift for the support in a previous small business follow drive giveaway I done. Ooh, so do you know what you're getting, Jared? That new Chavez scapegoat and a Spidey chef. Ooh, dang. Two very, very good ones. Concept Shikari for Peter. Tent from Hell. Got the Dremel out to soften it up some. Yeah, dude, and I think that's just I think that's the nature of the bare knuckle. If you with that subframe lock, if you get your finger in the general vicinity of the lock bar, it's death lock from hell. Oh, nice. What is it a certain brand of steak knives? Satisfaction? What's up, Mark Herrera? How you doing, brother? Joe, how diddly do, neighbor? And dang, and Jeremy's has detent lash. I think actually the couldn't open it like a sloop. What? Good lord! I think the one that is that a yeah, that's a bare knuckle. The one that Michael Morgan sent in is about the best one I've ever seen as as far as all that detent stuff. The detent's strong, but you can flip it like crazy. Imajoy, they were cheap while still looking nice. Right on. Hey, as long as they cut a steak, who cares, right? Now, see, Jared. Now you're just gonna have to get the full size. That's just a thing that has to happen now because as good as the mini is, I I'm not gonna lie, the full size is actually better. I actually missed the like, good lord. And I've noticed though on that blade shape because um like the Natrix has a similar blade shape, and I think the Knockout maybe they for some reason the that sharpening bevel on those knives really gets wonky towards the tip. Yeah, it can't. And oh I was talking to Nick Nick Martino about the sheepdog, and because he sent me a picture of the three he has, and he said he doesn't even mess with them anymore because of the it's got that kind of double clutch where disengage the lock bar, and then it'll like catch on the detent ball again, and you have to like depress the lock bar again. And he said, I like it where, it passes the detent ball around 11:30. So, well, guess where these flipperless thumbhole sheepdogs pass the detent ball? Right around 11:30. Z-Man, what's happening, brother? I've got the what do I have here? Some Southern Tier Brewing Company Lake Shore Fog Hazy Juicy IPA. It's pretty good stuff. I mean, nothing like spectacular or fancy, but it's just good, solid New England style IPA. Good night. Are you going to bed? Why are you going to bed, Quentin? More than welcome to hang with us, brother. I tell you what else has a nice authoritative opening sound is this Model One. It's just a freaking plunk. What's up, Stanks? How you doing, brother? And Todd Carr, how are you, my friend? Marco Polo. We'll see if I. All right. I'm gonna say Marco, and y'all say Polo. Marco, Marco. Marco. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's try this one. Okay, Ralph Lauren. And even if you can't see him now, I'm sure he'll go back and watch them when he does have access or when he gets out. Which I'm pretty sure I told you guys that he did say he was going to end up being in Colorado Springs the entire time. He wasn't going to be at that place in Boulder. So, and he didn't give me the name of the place. So I guess I'm gonna have to do a little research and see if I can't figure it out. Can someone tell me what the deal is about Monster? Um, Honestly, I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I don't know exactly what. There's just he's not. I don't know. There's a lot of taking advantage going on. Is all I can say for sure. I tell you what, though, it is pretty rad to look up and see Dancing Bears and Steelies and Widespread Panic logos and Mikey Hauser and Jerry Garcia like peppered all over the freaking chat. That's pretty rad. There you go. Scott said it perfectly. Questionable behavior. Mm, very, I mean, to say the least, very questionable behavior. Is it the green and purple? Yeah, that's my dude too. That one, and then the purple bear, of course. But which is why I did the Grateful Panic Steely in green and purple. Speaking of, a friend of mine just recently told me that they got tickets to the Playing in the Sand show, the next one coming up in where the hell it's is it Cabo San Lucas? It's in Mexico somewhere. Mushrooms make bears dance. What did I miss? Whose behavior? Monster Racing 38's behavior, Mark. There was there's a lot of questions that remain unanswered, or might have been answered but not answered very truthfully. And like they say on the X Files, the truth is out there. And he's a moderator on Mike Imler's lives, and still a moderator in Neves. So and without any like concrete evidence, I can't pass any judgment. I can just give you my opinion. All I can do is speak from my experience. For Slicey, I don't know about Slicey. Neves and I don't know if Slicey even has moderators anymore. Slicey or Neves and Imler. Oh, it's a pretty good joke, but dang, it seems so serious. Um, yeah, I'm telling you, I have gotten a handful of knives in of late, and I haven't been unhappy with any of them. I mean, none of them are like super extravagant or anything. I think the most expensive one was the Model One, but uh, in the past, let's say 3 or 4 months, everything I've gotten, I've been very pleased with. Of course, the sheepdogs, pleased as hell. Both of the all four of the Ashers, the two the two Spiros, which I'm still waiting on. I need to get the full titanium Spiro, but the the G10 titanium. I mean, dude, the D10 is so good on these freaking knives. They're snappy as hell. And I thought there was going to be, I don't know, some sort of difference going from a liner lock to the frame lock, but I swear they're the same. Dude, okay, Satisfaction. Um, so here, let me grab it real quick. I don't know if you saw the unboxing of it or not, and I haven't posted the latest video, but JB donated a petrified fish to the 1K giveaway, and it was the first one that I'd ever really seen, honestly, but definitely the first one I had in hand. and I was immediately impressed. It's a little bit bigger than what I normally go for in a knife, but regardless of the size, it is stinking fantastic. So let me grab it. There's so much stuff that I had to put them in like a couple of different boxes. So can't remember which box I had put that one in. There's, speaking of Asher knives, but dadgummit, I'm kind of constricted by this daggum cable, but I'll find it anyway. No, no, Christopher, I will not. That's for my muskrat only. Whoa, 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 whoa. Finch is about to have the devil's fingers at dealers soon. Like how soon, Z-Man? BCS Justin, what is happening, brother? How are you? Oh, speaking oh, I don't know. Yeah, you got to be able to see that move. Dancing bears, you filthy bears. There she is. Oh, how about that, Justin? Well, I can't tell you that, Jeremy, because I didn't even know. Yeah, that's it. It's the Beluga Manufacturing. I didn't even know until Lefty's Live that there was another model of Olight knife. Yeah, dude, those bracelets turned out awesome, man. Like killer. IG video, the mystery Q. Oh boy, heck yeah! All right, so I will that any extra little bit of cash is going to be getting scrolled away for that devil's finger because that's one of the ones that I have been looking forward to big time. That and the Chernobyl one, the Chernobyl ant or whatever. Birdshot has a video on that knife. Well, I'm gonna have to check, dude. I haven't watched a birdshot video in ages. I need that. That's a good enough reason. The American Blade Works, Michael, is absolutely fantastic. I mean, and I don't know if I would. I think I would still appreciate it as much because it's a damn good knife. I mean, it's nothing, no frills, plain and simple, good work knife. I mean, the action's stupid good, but just how and it wasn't that it was a horrible knife. It was just it had been built up to be this amazing knife, and when I got mine, um, my version 5, it just at first it was cool, and the closer I got to looking at it, I was like, "Oh, this is horrible." And I think what it was is with him using the titanium liners, then they were warped, and it was all kinds of wonked out. But he switched to steel liners, and just judging by the look of it, looks like he's heat treating them, and I don't know, it's just got a sturdier feel to it. It's just a much better knife, and not that it affects me any really, but the pocket clip on this one is reversible, and this one's way easier to take apart because taking the version 5 apart was like a puzzle. So uh, I'm very pleased. Okay, and see that. Well, that is one thing that kind of irks me a little bit, Michael Morgan. On some of them, apparently it's 20 CV, which is what I was expecting when I purchased this. But on some models, like this one, it's S35BN. So I don't know how that works. Yeah, it's definitely a version 6 because and you can tell with the reversible pocket clip, the finish on the back spacer blade and pocket clip are all it's way different. Which you're not. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a blasted stone. Well, a stonewash blast. It's like they blasted it, or he blasted it and then stonewashed it. Um, I mean, it's a kick-ass looking finish, and then well, okay, on the back spacer and pocket clip, there's nothing. It's just a like a raw, shiny um, titanium. So it's not blasted or anything. It doesn't look like, but the blade is like blasted and then tumbled. And then of course you can tell that the liners are definitely steel, and the scales, man, they're just I don't know, they're milled, the machined it a little bit differently than on that version 5 that I have. Oh, and the pivot uh screw that you can't see. It's not that dull, just like he freaking bead blasted, sand blasted, whatever the hell out of it, like on the other ones. The micarta is awesome, dude. This micarta is it's badass. It's like smooth, but still you can still feel and see the I don't know, what would you call it, like the threads or whatever. Um, turn some light up. Whoa, let's see if you can see that. I know I'm blinding myself, but yeah, it's it's a lot better. Oh, take care, Justin. Thank you for stopping by, man. Love you, brother. Have a good night, man. And doing a little bit of research last night on what you had said, because you said you wanted the black G10. It looks like the only models that are available for even for like to get on the waiting list are the black micarta and the natural micarta. I don't know why. I guess maybe that's all but I don't know. That's the freaking handle scale material. It looks like that would he could just keep that stuff kind of in stock, and don't know, a little bit more uh, production planning, maybe. I just don't know why because it's not. Well, apparently on the G10 models, the blade steel is 20 CV, so maybe I don't know. I don't. It's like he's building them from start to finish, one at a time almost. The way he's selling them, it looks like he'd pump out some different scale materials, keep those stocked up, and then start building knives and kind of assemble them per order. I don't know. That's just me. What's up, Mateo? Good to see you, brother. How you doing? And also, on this genie, I mean, the action is kick ass, but again, Kaiser is kicking ass and taking names as far as the micarta goes. It's some good micarta too. And this one got treated with some of the hides and hairs, which I can attest I'm doing pretty good, Mateo. Fairly stinking decent. Um, Joe, I will vouch for the fact that the hides and hairs works very well on, well, at least on the canvas micarta. Because I've used it actually used it on the Genie and the Model One, and I dig it. Gee, I don't know. I don't think it does come uncoated. And like I said, that was my least favorite thing about the knife, and I still am not a fan of it. But I'm gonna do my own tumble on that and hopefully turn it into a black wash instead of a shiny black coated. But I don't think it. I haven't seen it uncoated. It, I was the same way. I can front flip it now. It took a little bit of practice. It's kind of like I don't know. Now it front flips like better than any other front flipper I've messed with, pretty much, except for the QSP Gannett. How do my OnlyFans? That's priceless, man. That you can't put a price on being able to join my OnlyFans. 154 cm and my card under 100. You think? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say under 100 on that because um I would put it around where the others are, like 120 to one. What's the priciest one? I'd say between 120 and 150. Just and that's just my opinion. Because I mean the only one that's under 100 right now is the Cimarron, and it's G10 and 14C28N. But I think wherever it's at, wherever they price it at, it'll be worth it. Because I mean their materials are on point and their fit and finish is immaculate, man. Like so, I think regardless, they're not using the S45V and S30V, M390, but regardless, their fit and finish and the action on those things, I've yet to get one that's even the tiniest bit crap. So yeah, I'm thinking about my wallet too earlier when so I missed the Three Rivers drop that Scott got in on, but then I was offered a pretty tits Atom for 200, and even though I have it, I had to turn it down. I was like, no, I can't do it. Not only being kind of frugal, but the dude was selling it with no scales for 200, and I was just kind of like, and I'm gonna have to throw down another at least 50 on a set of scales that I like. So nah. Good Lord. Okay, what do you have coming in, Michael? What are these eight wonderful bladed beauties? Oh, and while we're at it, what scales and clip did you end up going with, Z-Man? And I need to I Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't understand it. I think he was kind of like taking advantage of the fact that there was just a drop and playing with the emotions of people who maybe missed out on that drop, and this was like their one shot to get an Atom right away. But then again, there was a guy that was selling one, and again, I guess maybe it was the scales. He just had the regular slate gray scales on it. He was selling it for 200, and there was like no takers. So I don't know. Best beaver lube. I'm gonna go with Astroglide, unless we're talking about the other beaver, and then we'll go with what's the KY with his and hers? Like hers gives her chills and his tingles or whatever the hell. MXG deep carry clip, Flytanium Lotus, micarta scales, and green linen. Oh Lord, that's gonna look badass. See, I think to me the shadow is ugly, but I think it's one of those knives when you get it in hand, like you have to have it. It's just what it seems like to me. Everybody that I've come across that has like been able to get their hands on one just falls in love. Welcome back, Mateo. Two cheap toothpicks with armor, sheep's foot, Thai penguin, Pena Bronco, Mylea, 1984 SMKW stag toothpick, and a full-size Ritter Hogue. Wowzers! Yeah, exactly. It's ugly as sin, but once you get it in hand, it just makes sense. Ergos, man. Ergos. Tooling costs. It's all in the tooling costs. Well, I'll be honest with you, Christopher. I thought the same thing, and then I borrowed JB's Neutron, and I don't know, it kind of worked. He had just the regular flat scales on it, and I think I would prefer the contoured a little bit, but I mean, even with the flat ones, I didn't feel like it was too thin. You know what, guys? Y'all just inspired me. Ooh, knife. So okay, this is what confuses me with Knife Works with the Ritter Hogues. When it says, because I don't see what's so special about this for it to be an exclusive. Is just are they all exclusive to Knife Works? This is just a black G10 Doug Ritter RSK MK1-G2 Knife Works exclusive, black stonewashed. What's fancy about it? Or is it this dash G2 thing? All right, Jason Brown. I appreciate you stopping by, Brother Beard. Have a good day at work tomorrow. Get you some sleep tonight. Love you, brother. Okay. So just any freaking um RSK is a Knife Works exclusive, just by the very nature of it. But I mean, I gotta say, like materials and everything, it's not a bad price on them. Um, and I love my Griptilian. I just didn't like how horrible the grinds were on the blade, and that awful hollow plastic handle scales sounded like I was playing. You know those toys with the you got the handle and then you got the two clacky balls where you can. It sounded like I was playing with one of those. I hated it. I don't even remember how much I paid for it, but ended up selling it like pretty much brand new for like $70. Oh no! Oh no! Oz, you're not slow. You're deliberate. There's a difference. Okay, so I really want to buy a freaking RSK from Knifeworks and have an engraving on the blade that just says "not a grip." Ball smacking. All right, I have a question for you guys, a serious question now. Um, Deca with the Warncliffe blade, modified Warncliffe blade, or RSK. Go. What's up, Hollywood Tactical? Good to have you, brother. Good to see you. Good to be seen. Glad you could make it. And when you say finished off, do you mean like You killed everybody on the show, or you finished watching the show? Deco's too small for my mitts. You're probably right, dude. Because, well, I don't know. I've been 3 1/4. Been digging the smaller knives lately, but see, it's all in where the pivot is because it says closed length is 4 1/4, which is plenty room for me. But judging by how that is in that finger groove, I'm gonna lose like 1/2 inch. So it'd be more like 3 3/4. So yeah, you're probably right. What's up, Ninja? Hey, now I dig a warnie. I'm not so sure about this whole kind of compound grind thing they got going on with this one, but I don't know, that blacked out looks pretty cool. Now if I could if they had like a fully blacked out RSK, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Sean Bryant is correct there. Um I usually do it the old fashioned way, just keep working that son of a bitch back and forth until it a little bit at a time it finally comes off. I haven't had anything break yet, but there's a first time for everything. And dang, who is it? I think Flytanium makes that tool, don't they? Pretty good, Ninja. How about yourself, my friend? It's good to see you. How are things in the Ninja kitchen? I got that picture of that burger picture you sent me. And how about at some point stop sending the pictures and just mail me the food? I haven't seen the screwdriver trick for the PM2 because I don't know if I'll ever own another PM2. If I own anything of that caliber, it's going to be a pair of 3. The newer version of the Deco with, yeah, so they took out what, like two of the body screws and made it more like closer to the same amount of screws in the, or no, or is it less screws than the bug out has? Well, this is definitely not the new version. It's got 84 screws in it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's, but it's 4 interest-free payments of $35.05 with Sezzle. Oh, yeah. See, so they do have it all blacked out RSK, but it's 175 stinking dollars. It's a drunken sizzler. That sounds like a place for Drunk rednecks to go get a good steak, going down to the Drunken Sizzler and get me a porterhouse. Well, more like a porter shack or cabin. Now, for some reason, I'm looking at real steel. That's not at all what I typed in. You were offered a Spyderco Shaman for $160. If it wasn't in horrible condition, you should have bought it. Nice, Ninja. Well, I'm not telling you what to do with your money, Alex, but if it was a plain edge and in really, really good condition, that's not a bad price at all. I might have bought it if I like the Shaman, but I don't like the way. Oh, nice. Well, good job, man. I would probably I would probably buy the Crucarda Shaman just cause if it wasn't like $600, but I don't like the way the G10 Shaman feels. It's weird. It's very weird to me. What's up, K Mason? Okie dokie, Alex. That sounds good. If it's just the regular black G10 with the satin or I'm guessing stonewashed, I don't remember. It's probably just the typical S30V Spyderco Shaman. How is $100 considered a budget knife? I don't know. I guess because as expensive as some knives that are, that a lot of knives are, that just aren't worth it. These $100 knives that are ticking all the boxes have become budget somehow. Although I kind of, I think I stopped viewing it as budget when it hits around 80. Like after 80, it's just, because I view the Genie as budget, and it was what, 69, so 70. The land was about the same price, so that was, I consider that budget. The sheepdogs. Um, Now, then again, materials and execution. The how much was it? 85 or not? I think it was 85. $85 for the S35BN titanium frame lock Spiro. I view that as budget, and I think the full tie is like 92.50 or something like that. I still think that's budget, but I don't know that that's me opinion. So what are you fine folks carrying tonight? And why has my feed been so? Oh, there it goes, cleared up. Okay. Did I lose the chat? What in the world is gearing on? Can you guys hear me? I think I'm going to back out. What in the world happened? Okay. I guess I'm gonna end this and see if I can